Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 player careers that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is hindering or is ruining. Let's get into this. In at number 5 is Diogo Dalot. Now, he was signed under Mourinho. He came in the same summer as Fred, and his career at Manchester United hasn't been consistent, let's say. He went out on loan to AC Milan last season, did very well actually as a right back and left back when he played there. He's came back this season, and I genuinely don't see why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has kept this player this season. Although the title says career ruined, it hasn't been ruined yet because luckily he's a young player. But he's not using him. He's not playing him as much as he should be. He's 21 now, I think. He should be getting more game time. And considering Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has reverted to a 5 at the back, playing Dalot at right wing back is a better option than playing Wan-Bissaka. He offers that bit more going forward. He's better at going forward. And it just gives you another option. Even if he does use Wan-Bissaka more, he should be getting game in the, well, if we're still in the Carabao Cup, for instance, the FA Cup, Champions League games, and just even minutes against teams like Watford, teams like Aston Villa, and he's a good backup. But we know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he doesn't like rotating his squad, and that is one of the main problems for each of these players in this list. But in at number 5 is Diogo Dalot. And sadly, I fear if he doesn't start getting enough game time, which he deserves, he's probably going to look for a loan or a permanent move away from Manchester United this January or this summer. In at number 4 is Jesse Lingard. Now, he's 28 this year, and it's safe to say that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has ruined this player's career, unless he, this January, gets a move away from Manchester United Football Club. My own personal opinion, and many Manchester United fans' opinions, Jesse Lingard should have left in the summer. We should have got money for him. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer promised him game time, promised him a spot in the main team, promised him stuff that he couldn't guarantee. And the start of the season, he used him a few games, but now he's not using them at all. And this could really impact Jesse Lingard's career. He's just missed out on the England squad, which is a big shame for someone who like Jesse Lingard. Look at his form last season for West Ham. And Jesse Lingard loves the international squad. He always wants to be around it, and I just think he needs to get out of Manchester United this January to see if he can push his way into the England squad. And the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer decided to keep a player who is in the last year of his contract, could have got at least 15 to 20 million from, and is a good... He's not Manchester United starting level. He's a good squad player. If he used him right as a squad player, he'd be okay, but he won't use him. And we've seen that in the past couple of games. He needs to get out in January. He needs to go to West Ham on loan or permanently. And yeah, that's what Jesse Lingard needs to do. So in at number 4 was Jesse Lingard. Safe to say, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer maybe has ruined this player's career. Now, in at number 3 is Alex Telles. Now, Alex Telles suffers from the same situations as Jesse Lingard and Diogo Dalot. Both of them mixed together. He's not getting enough game time. Last season, you can say that was okay because Luke Shaw was being a world-class left-back. But this season, Telles has not been given a fair chance at left-back. And I just don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer fancies him. A main issue with all these players is none of them, you could say, are Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's favourites. And unlucky for Telles, that Luke Shaw is one of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's favourite players. And they just happen to share the same position. Now, as a left wing back, he's a better attacking player than Luke Shaw. Defensively, Luke Shaw's better, but the past couple of games, or the whole season, should I say, Luke Shaw has not been good, and Telles has deserved the spot. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't gave it. Just like Jesse Lingard, when we got this player, and this is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's signing, so there's no excuse, he was in the international squad. Now, Telles can't get into the Brazilian squad because he's not getting enough game time. He's not even being used most games. Sometimes he's not even on the bench. And for me, for an experienced player of his age, I just think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has really ruined his career by not playing him and not giving him the opportunity. And you never know. He could look for a move away from Manchester United this summer if he doesn't start getting game time, or we don't replace him, or we don't replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with a new manager. So as you can see, in at number 3 was Alex Telles, who is a very good left back, and it's criminal that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't use him. In at number 2 is Jaden Sancho. This could be a bit reactionary, but I'm going to go over it anyway. So, he signed Jaden Sancho for 75 million. He then decides to bench Jaden Sancho in almost every Premier League game he's had, and even sometimes not even bringing him off the bench, which is not good when you've just spent £75 million on a player who is an England international as well. He's now out of the England squad. You got to remember that as well. And he's just not using him, which is 75 million. You could have spent that on a CDM. The fact we tracked this player down for 2 years and now we have him and we don't use him is totally on the manager, and it just shows the manager's flaws again. He should not be in the job, but we had Sancho in the England squad. Now he's out of it because he's not being used. He has not scored or assisted this season, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has reverted to a 5-back. He spent 75 million on a winger, and he's not going to be able to use him because he's not a right wing back, and he's not going to do good at a right wing back. And 75 million on a winger, just to not use him, you should get the sack for that just in general. But 75 million and then changing your whole system or philosophy, you should be sacked. So in at number 2 was Jaden Sancho. It's a shame what's happened to him, really. Let's hope we can get a new manager and who can get the best out of him. Or if we're stuck with Ollie, let's hope he can get the best out of him and we could do something. But I don't trust in this coaching staff, this manager, to take this club anywhere. And let's see who's at number 1. Yes, I'm sure everybody on this earth could guess this one. In at number 1 is Donny van de Beek. Signed for 30-something million in the summer transfer window last season. And it's safe to say, he hasn't been given a fair run of games. He hasn't been even given a run of games. The treatment of Donny van de Beek has been as worse as the Jose Mourinho treatment with Luke Shaw, because he's not used him. When he has used him, he's looked good, and he just doesn't want to give him a chance. He doesn't start him. When he brings him on as a sub, he brings him in the last 2 minutes. And it's basically bullying. You can call it bullying. Just like Jesse Lingard, Sancho and Alex Telles. And there's plenty of players in the squad. He has ruined his career. And it's such a shame to see a top player who was in the Ballon d'Or shortlist get put to waste like Donny van de Beek has been. He was a Dutch international. Now he can't even make the squad. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has not given him a run of games, and when he has played, he's looked good, but he just doesn't want to give him a chance. And I just think if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer stays as manager at Manchester United, Van der Beek's career at Man United could be over very soon. And a footballer's lifetime, or a footballer's lifespan, as in work span, isn't very long. It's a space of 10, 12 years if you're lucky. And Donny van der Beek has wasted 2 years at Manchester United, not by his own fault, but by the fault of the coaching staff, by the fault of the manager. Now, if Ollie didn't use him because he had better players in front of him, I would understand. But he doesn't. He has McTominay and Fred in front of him, and they have been horrendous for God knows how long. Now, Donny van der Beek's career has been stopped or has been halted at a negative point, and I'm afraid if he doesn't leave Manchester United whilst Ollie is here, his career is going to get even worse, thanks to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, honourable mentions, Eric Bailly, Amid Diallo, any youth player in this team, they're not getting an appearance. He's kept players like Mata and Lingard, which prevents a way through the youth setup for players like Amid Diallo, like Anthony Elanga, to get first team minutes. Some people would even say Anthony Martial. But you guys let me know in the comments, who have I missed off this list, and what other players do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has had a negative impact on their career? Thanks for watching.